stop the bus, not shoot the bus. I'm very particular with my words.
Far Cry 4 is basically about this dude, RJ Gale, or AJ Gale, Gale, however, the people talk about it in weirdly different ways. Anyway, he goes to this mystical place of Kira, which is basically in the Himalayas, in kind of an Indian country, basically. And, you're abducted by an evil warlord, and then you are saved, and you are recruited into the Golden Path, which is a rebel, to take down, basically, the region of Kirat, and to save the people. The story progresses through, obviously, some story missions. The cooler of the two are the Golden Path missions, which pit you on sides between two opposing forces of the Golden Path. And these aren't like, this is the good side, this is the bad side. These are very gray moral areas where it's like, you really screwed in either choice you make. And the cool thing about it is, if you make that choice, the next time you go to the other person, they will talk about it, and they are not nice to you. They are pissed. So it actually offers some kind of replay value in order to go back and see what some of those things are. Now, it doesn't really change too much of the game, but it does change some cutscenes and stuff like that. And it is generally interesting to go back and see different sides of stuff, because there are some pretty big impacts in terms of the missions, at least. I mean, eventually, just like a lot of choice in games, you end up in the same area. There are also some other people that you go and tackle, like a crazy weapon lord priest and some dude smoking pot and trying to make you go in the wilderness with this mystical tiger and some other stuff. I don't want to get into that because I don't want to ruin anything, but you know, it's an okay story. It definitely flops a little bit towards the end. It kind of gets a little crazy, but it actually has some weird twists in it that I do enjoy. It's not a bad story. It's not amazing either. It's good. It's interesting. But just like Far Cry 3, what you want to do is explore this giant open world. And it is awesome. There's so many like different events as you're like driving through this world, which I should mention, driving is really hard to get used to because you use the left stick in order to drive, and then you're free with the right stick to aim and shoot people with, which is pretty cool. It makes for some awesome like chase scenes, and random events will happen as you're driving around. You know, sometimes villagers will get attacked by an animal, and you can save them and earn karma points that unlock bonuses. Sometimes fortresses that you unleash or, you know, protect, sometimes they have to, you know, rebel against that. There's a lot of stuff. In general, though, there's always something happening, and if you're exploring the world, you know, looking for animals to, you know, make pelts in order to make better pouches and ammo things, and in order to make your holster bigger so you can hold up to 4 weapons, you know, you will have some dangerous times because they upped the ferocity with these animals in Far Cry 4. They are insane. From snakes just biting you out of nowhere, to freaking eagles just coming down and just clawing the shit out of you, to like giant packs of like rabid wolves. It is crazy. And trying to take down a rhino, wow. Not even an elephant can take down a rhino very easily. And I should mention that you can ride an elephant, which is the only animal that you can ride in this game, which is kind of sad, but man, riding an elephant is pretty bitchin', because not only can the elephant do some attacks, but you can also shoot as you're like driving this elephant around. Yes, you put like a steering wheel in the back of its head and drive it around. But no, I mean, everything, like I was talking about earlier, everything is tweaked in this game. It's a bigger, I don't know, better experience, but it's a different experience, and there's enough different about it to make it stand out from Far Cry 3. Formulaically, yeah, it's basically Far Cry 3, except with tweaks to the gameplay and everything like that. That doesn't mean it's not a bad game. It just means that it's just more of the same, and, you know, I don't mind that, because Far Cry 3 was an awesome game. This one is an awesome game as well, and I think it's just worth experiencing. I don't want to talk about it too much, because I don't want to keep on saying it's like Far Cry 3, so you know what you're getting into. I mean, people may not have played Far Cry 3, but I mean, you know, in general, it's first-person shooter, open-world environment. You kill dudes, you You go up towers. Have you played a Ubisoft game? Man, this is an Ubisoft game. I mean, that's the bottom line. But yeah, it's definitely one of the best games of 2014, and I'm gonna go play some more now. So you should too.
Well, the meek shall inherit the earth, my friend. All they need are some good guns. Revelation 5:5.
Boom, ba-chak, boom, boom, ba-chak, boom, ba-chak, boom.